Welcome back to Ebru Today. For those of you just joining us, we'll bring you up to speed with a look at our top stories of the day. Here's Matt Locker with a recap. Matt.
Thanks, Brian. It's half past the hour. Here's what's going on. From fiscal cliff to fiscal accord, a deal has been reached after months of bipartisan fighting that could keep the U.S. from falling into economic recession. Now, the White House reached a deal with Senate Republicans early on the first day of the new year. The U.S. Senate passing legislation that will dissolve the fiscal cliff with a combination of tax increases and spending cuts. The pre-dawn vote was heavily one-sided in favor of the legislation, and that was at 89-4 to 8 against. The proposal now goes to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. A rescue operation in Brazil takes a troubling nosedive when a helicopter sent to save a drowning swimmer, well, the helicopter itself plunged into the ocean. Look at that. It happened in Rio de Janeiro's crowded Copacabana beach. Now, as the helicopter positioned itself over the drowning swimmer, the engine failed. Horrified beachgoers watched as the chopper crashed into the surf, only a few dozens offshore. Everyone made it out okay. Hundreds of thousands of revelers crowded into New York City's Times Square to watch the crystal-covered ball make its annual descent, ringing in the start of 2013. New York City's annual Eve ball drop ritual drew thousands into the cold night air to celebrate. Now, this year's countdown was the first in decades without television host Dick Clark. Now, if you recall, Mr. Clark died in April. One of the crystal panels on the ball was engraved with his name. The ball is covered with over 2,600 Waterford crystal triangles and illuminated by more than 32,000 colored LEDs. Those are some of your top stories for this Tuesday, January 1st, 2013.